Hello Libra friends, if your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Libra, then this is your reading. So we are going to get into your weekly spread, and this is directly following the new moon that we just had with Leo/Cancer. So we're going to see how that moon affects your upcoming week here, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So let's get the overall energy for the week for my Librans out there, please. Thank you. We have disguise. All right, that's also the sign of Gemini there. So that is a chameleon. I am going to go ahead and read from the book on this, but a lot of what it's going to say is your ability to adapt in any situation. So in whatever it is that you're being asked to hide from, and I don't mean hide from in a bad way, I mean sometimes we hide things within ourselves that don't need to be public. And I say public as in like everybody needs to know. What I'm getting with this is that you're going to be keeping a lot of information about yourself, about what you're doing, and it's going to be private information, not public. All right, so this is the idea of blending into one's social landscape to fit in, but also in order to acclimate to new surroundings. They naturally can camouflage themselves, and this could be interpreted as deceptive or duplicitous, but it also may signify the need to protect oneself by blending in and becoming invisible. So it could symbolize being a wallflower who feels invisible, or a social butterfly who can adapt and thrive in any social situation. So this also signals their intentions, health, temperature, and feelings. The chameleon may represent wearing your heart on your sleeve and allowing your deeper feelings to show. So while I was reading that, I did totally see a person who is terrible at lying because their facial expressions give away whatever it is they're thinking or feeling. So I don't know if that is you, but there's a lot that came up in there. And so this could be you either wanting to blend in or wanting not to blend in, or maybe you are very good at blending in. Either way, what I'm getting with this is be adaptive, okay? So the word disguise is on there. So you may be put into various social situations, and you are going to be well adaptive to any of these situations. So again, whether it's a fun party or a business meeting, you can show up to either one and still be yourself and not have to compromise who you are and easily fit in with those groups, okay? So let's keep going. Let's get more with the tarot, please. What else do we have here? We have the Eight of Pentacles. I love it. So that is about skill sets. You're working hard towards something. You're building something, whether this is talents. It could be a job that you're working hard at. But you're building your finances up, and you're honing your craft or talents. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, I'm going to get some clarifiers with that. What else do we have, please? Thank you, the Five of Swords. Okay, let's get one more. One more, please. Thank you. The Seven of Pentacles. All right, we have air and earth energy here, even with your animal. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So initially when the swords came out, what I was trying to figure out with the Knight of Swords is whether this was you trying to move ahead quickly, or if this was someone rushing towards you quickly, like an external person. With the Five of Swords, it's telling me that this might be you, and that you might be experiencing some overthinking at the moment, some internal conflict. Now, the Knight of Swords does feel like it's you wanting to move forward quickly into something, but you are being asked to have patience right now, okay? So whatever this is that you're trying to pursue, basically the message is to just keep doing what you're doing, hone your craft, okay? Learn your current skill sets that you're working on, keep building towards something and learning whatever it is that you need to learn, and have patience, because it's like your money bags are growing over here, okay? The thing that you've planted and are working towards is going to flourish. It's just not ready right now, okay? And this may be causing you to overthink some situations and to want to rush forward into something. But what I'm hearing is it's not yet time for this, whatever this is, okay? Now we have the Lovers that came up, which is also Gemini. So we now have double Gemini energy for you in your reading, Libra. So you may have a choice coming up, whether this is in love or not. It didn't feel like a love reading before the Lovers came out, so it may not pertain to all of you being a love situation. But you may be having a choice as to what to do, and it might be with your finances, okay, your material gain, your material wealth, and that sort of thing. And with this choice, you are being called to follow your heart and not to let your head get in the way of the things your heart wants, okay? So we're going to get some clarifiers up in here. Thank you. All right. Look at all these that want to come out. This is crazy. All right, we're just going to take these two that came out for right now, and we'll keep shuffling. So the first one we got is plan wisely with some chess pieces. So cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. So this right here is why you're being asked to have patience, okay? You're asked to put a plan in place and to be meticulous about the things you're trying to set up, okay? Think of it like a chess game. You need to have like 5 plans ahead, anticipate that next person's move and how you're going to move forward with it. Then we also got new worlds. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. All right, that may be another reason why you're being asked to have patience, because it feels like what you're working on is not ready yet. And if you were to unveil it yet to the public, I don't know if it's not that you're not going to get a good reception for it, but it feels like it's not ready yet, whatever this is. It's like it needs a little fine-tuning or a little more planning on your part, okay? And again, with the disguise, with the chameleon, you were called to sort of take a back step, blend in a little more for right now until you have finished whatever this is that you're working on, okay? So plan wisely, and what it feels like is the things that need to be added to this will come as you take each step forward, okay? So let's see what else we have. Thank you. We have Gate of Opportunities. Pass through the Gate of Opportunities, wherein new paths unfurl with boundless potential. I love it. So that's with the Knight of Swords. So typically a knight comes in with some sort of offer, and this feels like it's quick, right? But this is also for you, okay? So what it feels like here is once you see what these new worlds are that are open, you're gonna go through this gate pretty quick. Okay, so wait for that to show up for you, because being impatient right now is going to have you choose something that you might later find a better choice could come along, and you may have already chosen something, okay? Especially with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Choose wisely is what I'm hearing, and choose from your heart. Okay, what else? All right, we have Adapt and Thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. All right, I love it. So, again, It really does feel like you're just being asked to take one step at a time and have patience as this unfurls in front of you, because lots of things are going to reveal themselves as you take each step. Okay? You're not going to be given all the answers right up front. That's not how this works. And you're going to just have to have faith in the journey itself and in what general direction you're trying to go. And also, guess what? You may take a step in a general direction and find that that's not the direction you want to take anymore. And that's when this new information will reveal itself to you, and that's when you may be like, okay, I thought I wanted this, but now I see this other thing that's available to me over here, and I'm going to change my trajectory. Okay? So don't be hasty is what I'm hearing with this Knight of Swords, okay? Haste makes waste, isn't that the saying? All right, and then we have clear mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. There we go. Have a clear mind. This is not a clear mind. That is mental chatter. That is inner conflict. So do what you need to do to resolve that. Okay? The advice here under this card is to adapt and thrive. So stay flexible. If things are not going your way, trust that something new will open up for you and that the way will show itself to you. All right, let's keep going. What else do we have, please, to go with this reading? Thank you. We have the Lovers again. Look at this. The Lovers came out twice. And that's just insane to me. Okay. So the cross could signify loss and hardships, grieving even potentially. We have thoughts. Oh, okay. Yeah. So someone might be thinking about you. Or you might be thinking of someone else. And overthinking I'm getting. Let's see how this resonates here. Again, could be a Gemini out there for you, Libra. Thinking heavily about you. It feels like you're overthinking something too, but it's not love. At least it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you've got money on your mind. How to make more of it. Then we have the compass. Okay. So that's your general direction that you're planning to go. And it feels like you already know what this is. Feels like you've already got this plan in mind. And it's beautiful that the anchor came out, because with the anchor being here, this is abundance and wealth. Okay? So it feels like you've already got your plan, and you may have even started to put it in motion. But something back here has caused you to overthink your trajectory. Okay? So maybe you are worried too much about the opinions of other people. You may also be dealing with something else in your life that's taking precedent. Okay? I'm getting, again, loss, grief, that sort of thing. So if that's the case, you will be back on your feet in no time, okay? So again, I'm really strongly hearing, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a problem. You've already got the trajectory planned. You're already headed toward this solidarity, this wealth, this abundance, and you might already be seeing signs of it. But again, with the thoughts, I am just hearing that you have to get in there and work on that, okay? Control those thoughts. Keep them light is what I'm hearing, okay? Keep them light. So that might be tough, again, if you've experienced some loss here. But that's very much the message here. So I actually want to clarify this thoughts and this loss. Tell me about the thoughts here. We have open doors. You have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. Okay, so this isn't someone thinking about you. This is you thinking about your options, okay? And your opportunities. You have lots of opportunities, and maybe part of your struggle is too many choices, okay? Like, this feels like someone who goes to a restaurant and stares at the menu for an hour and can't decide what they want to eat. It doesn't mean that you're indecisive, but these are big decisions, and that's what's making you indecisive at this point, okay? Tell me more about this loss over here, this grief. What's going on with that, please? Okay, thank you. We have happiness is simple. Find joy in life, in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. Okay, so it really does go along with what I was already saying, and again, that can be tough. If you are experiencing some sort of grief or something is weighing heavy on your mind, you're just being asked to laugh. You know, laughter is the best medicine, even if you're crying through it. But a contented and fulfilling heart. If you feel within your heart that there's something missing, and again, if it's love that you feel that's missing while you're going on your journey here, then just trust and know that it's on its way to you. You got the Lovers twice. You have Gemini, which is also the Lovers card. So don't worry about that aspect. Don't let it consume your thoughts right now, okay? Have patience as you build towards the thing that you are building towards. You, again, already know where you want to go, and that is towards this abundant era, all right? So let's get a card here for the Lovers. Let's just clarify this Lovers. This one? Okay. We have Wise Counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. So maybe who's coming along to help you through this is, it could be a teacher. It could be someone that you just really trust, but you may be getting help in something. Now, if it's a Gemini, it's a fellow air sign, so don't sit there together and overthink this problem. I'm sorry. I get into this mode where I'm like, okay, we're together, we're helping each other out, but you know, then they took me to two wrongs don't make a right and the blind leading the blind. So I don't want to say those things, but those are what they're telling me. So with this Wise Counsel, it's got to be somebody that you trust, okay? And somebody who has their life together, let's say. Not someone who is falling apart at the seams and doesn't know up from down, left from right, or where they're going with their life. I would not trust the advice of somebody that's in that position, okay? So while you're going through and making this decision of whatever this is that you need to make, take all the time you need. You have many doors of opportunity available to you, so it does say take your time to choose what's right. Okay? This is like the one time that you're given allowance to overthink a situation because you want to make sure that you make the right choice. Like, get out of your head with the battle and the conflict, okay? Think with your heart. All right, let's get you an angel number and we will wrap this up. What angel number do we have for Libra for this week? Thank you. 6688. It says give up and get more. So giving, letting go, paying attention, moving forward. You are about to separate from something in the physical world that is likely this loss and this grief. such as selling a property. If you don't want to lose or sell anything in your material life, you can change your thoughts and change this direction. However, if you intend to sell or separate from some things in your life, regard this sequence of numbers as a sign that your wish is about to be fulfilled. So if you have your house for sale, you are looking to sell some stuff, great. It's on its way. But if you don't want that to happen, then this is where we need to get rid of this inner conflict and battle and think about things carefully and plan accordingly for your next steps. All right, my Libra friends, this has been your reading. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did not, that's okay. Check out one of the other signs that falls into your sun, moon, or rising. And maybe you can pass this along to somebody who you think does need to hear this message. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. I appreciate that. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you fill your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.